Hello, everybody, and welcome to End of Days Gaming first Let's Play, Riviera the Promised Land. My name is Knight, and I guess I'll be your guide through all this shit. Now, I have played this game a lot. Like hundreds and hundreds of hours. So, both into this version, the Game Boy Advance version, and the PSP version, which I will be doing at some point in the future, whenever I actually bother to get around to it. Seeing as the intro's rolling, I guess I'll talk about what is going to happen with the channel, what's coming up, who's going to be joining in, and just the general upcoming next month or so. So, starting off, as you can see, we're doing Riviera the Promised Land for Game Boy Advance, and I'm the only one that's going to be commentating on this one, for now at least. And my partner, Hopeless Fallen, will be joining in on Life is Strange at some point later this month. He may be joining in on Final Fantasy 13. I'm not sure yet. And he will be joining in on Fallout New Vegas whenever I actually get around to bothering with that. Past that, further projects, I intend to do Final Fantasy 13-2, Lightning Returns, and Mirror's Edge. When Mirror's Edge Catalyst comes out, I will be doing that as well. Other projects coming up would be Golden Sun and Golden Sun The Lost Age on Game Boy Advance, and potentially Golden Sun Dark Dawn on Nintendo DS, and other random stuff as I bother to get around to it. One project I want to do, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen, will be Final Fantasy 12. I'm going to see if that comes out on PC, on Steam first, before I actually bother trying. But that's something I want to do, and if it does come out on Steam, I'll be playing it on PC. If not, I'll be jumping back to the PS2 for that. I think that's really all that I have planned for sure right now. When I'm recording, when I'm doing these projects, I'm usually going to stick to one at a time. Play one game through to completion before starting anything else. In this case, I'm going to be running Riviera the Promised Land, and I think I'm going to be starting Golden Sun, more just to get more content started. Both games are relatively long. Riviera, I'd say, is about 20-something hours. Golden Sun should be equally long, and I'll be starting Golden Sun The Lost Age as soon as I finish first Golden Sun, and I'll be transferring my my save data from the first game to The Lost Age. Beyond that, there's really not much else that I know of. Hopeless Fallen might be doing some of his own projects. He wants to do Skyrim and Fallout 3 for sure. But I don't know. He does his own thing for the most part. So, yeah. So, Riviera the Promised Land. Yeah, looking back, I probably should have just cut through the first intro and just skipped it completely. It wasn't exactly the best idea I've ever had. Way too long. Though it did let me talk about all the crap I'm going to do. By the way, all games that I co-commentate with Hopeless Fallen on will be live commentary. This one is not. I recorded this something like 3 days ago,
Riviera,
4 days
the
ago,
promised land.
and I'm finally actually getting around to doing everything with it. As per an upload schedule, I got no idea. Probably, I'd like to do daily uploads, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that. If I can, great. If not, then, well, every couple of days at least. It's been forever since I last actually just watched this intro. When I was recording, I kind of just spaced out. So I wasn't actually watching it. The PSP version was voiced, and I never actually really paid attention to it. Oh boy, Retribution. Ain't that some shit. This line I remember was voiced really weird in the PSP version. Like, oh shit, we're out of time. Rush that last part of the sentence. Enter Lada. Lada is an overpowered bastard. He's just ridiculously strong. And you'll see him, he'll just make sure that Ein knows it the entire chapter. Ein, I don't know what to say about Ein. I don't like him. Sorry. I don't like Ein. He's an asshole. I don't know what else to say. Rose sounds a lot better in the PSP version. Mainly the fact that Rose has a voice in the PSP version means a lot. You don't really get how sarcastic she is in the Game Boy Advance version. First battle relatively easy, just start spamming whatever attacks you have. There's two options. In terms of
death to all sinners.
In terms of gameplay, battle-wise, each. Whoa. That looked like it froze up for a second there. Each weapon has a certain range and certain effects, and each character uses each weapon differently. Ein's weapon is Einherjar, and Ladah's weapon is Lorelei. For Ladah, for Ladah, Lorelei pierces an enemy, and it can't be guarded against. Ein, when using Lorelei, it deals higher damage than Einherjar,
Thy sins shall be purged.
but it has low accuracy. Einherjar hits everything on the front row, and don't think it can be avoided, so I don't think it'll ever miss, but I don't know. We'll see when that pops up. If it says X avoid, then it won't miss ever.
Judgment has been passed.
Victory, easy. Points in this game don't really mean anything, but as ranking battles is important. And you saw TP gained at the bottom. Yeah, this game has like a 5-minute tutorial on TP and how it's used. TP is trigger points. This dude. I hate this dude. He's an asshole. You can probably tell by the music change that he's not exactly your best friend. Hector, he's one of the Magi. This will probably get explained. The gods have sealed their power inside of Riviera. They're pretty much dead for all intents and purposes. The Magi rule Asgard in their place. And Hector leaves quite the mark on a lot of worlds. If you play Yggdrasil Union, then you will see references made to Hector. And some references to another enemy later in this game. I'm not going to say anything about that yet, spoilers. But also, Yggdrasil Union will have, I guess you could call it an enemy, sort of. Maybe. That will show up in this game. Knights in the Nightmare will make another reference, major reference to this game. Again, I'm not going to say anything to it, spoilers, but...
Let's do it!
I'll probably wind up playing both of those, recording both of those, Victory Union and Knights in the Nightmare. I just really enjoy the series as a whole, honestly. Gremlins. Midgets. Friggin' bastards. I hate them so much. I don't think I hate any weapon, or any enemy, more than them. I mean, I don't care how stupid an enemy is, that's just... it's fucked up. No, it's not. No, there's one that I hate more. But it's a similar enemy. It's pretty much the same thing, just a different weapon. Yeah, there I looked at the effects of Lorelei. Can't be guarded, pierces through. So you can hit front and back row. An interesting point in this battle is that the way I'm doing it here, in the Game Boy Advance version, will get you an S rank. If you're playing in the PSP version, it's a little more difficult to get that S rank.
Yeah.
Why it's that way, I have no idea, but... Another difference between this and the PSP version, gameplay-wise, is the meter on the bottom, the rage meter there. If it's all the way full in this version, the enemy that moves next will automatically use their breakout. However, in the PSP version, depending on the enemy, I'm not going to say which one until we get there. However, there is one enemy that has this weird, I guess you could call it a palette swap, that boosts all of its stats. And in this version, you can force him to use his breakout before he does that. At which point it's ridiculously weak. And it basically adds a massive chunk to his weight gauge, so you can just wail on him for a while. The PSP version, however, he'll use his boost technique, and then he'll use his breakout. And it's not fun. It hurts. A lot. It's the difference between 0 to 100 total damage and 3, 4, 500 damage. Or more. I mean, I've had one of my characters get completely destroyed by them. But they took absolutely nothing from the unboosted breakout. Overall, this chapter has basically, even without Lada, there are more simple encounters. In fact, there's one encounter this chapter that honestly, Ladaw's a meat shield. That's about it. He takes a couple attacks, so that Ein doesn't have to. But in terms of damage, he can't do jack shit. Level 3. Lost Seraph. That one looks... Honestly, it looks better on this one than the PSP. The PSP version, it doesn't quite look like a pillar of fire. It more looks like a cloud of red smoke.
Judgment has been passed.
S rank here. And like I said before, winning that battle, doing it the exact same way, would only give you an A rank in the PSP version. Ein is a dumbass. Potions are not unlimited. It'd be nice, but they're not. The only item that's really unlimited, truly unlimited, is Harrier. Lorelei isn't even really unlimited, not past this chapter at least. Tutorial on the fact that items don't last forever. Could be worse. You'll notice that this is a dead end here. But the only way to properly proceed is to turn around and get bitched at. Welcome to the 5-minute tutorial I mentioned. Basically on how to look for the route. Because the game thinks you're a dumbass. Or at least Ein is a dumbass. Sting Entertainment. Oh boy. There's... Any of you who think that it'd be funny to suggest doing the rock skipping minigame? No. Just, no, not doing it. No. Don't even ask. For those of you who want to know what that is, who don't know what that is, oh God, it sucks even thinking about it. It is a rhythm minigame that you have to do 50 times. Yes, you heard that right. 50 times. And it's not even all that well done. Most of the repeated minigames are pretty much exactly the same. Even though they do get progressively harder, you will wind up playing the exact same minigame 3-4 times in a row before it goes on to something different. So they put all that effort into being an asshole to you, but then they don't even put any effort into making being an asshole a challenge. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm I'm not skipping rocks, not for this game. I will, however, be unlocking all extra contents. So you will see all of that eventually. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to fill everything in the extra contents, but I will be unlocking the album, the item manual, voice collection, music, character portraits, extra chapter, stupid 5-minute tutorial. Basically, just this is how you look around. Hey look, there's a ledge. You should jump off it now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's actually proceed, since it took 5 minutes to learn that you had to look around to actually proceed. Alright, that'll be it for this episode. And next time we'll be continuing into Chapter 1. I will see you guys next time.